We are live, my dude. Salute, salute to the one and
What up,
only
man?
Jay Grimes. What up, man? What's
How you
going
doing,
on?
brother?
Chilling, man. I was listening to your CD earlier, blasting loud.
All right. When I came in, you were blasting it too. I couldn't even talk to you.
I know. It's my joint.
Oh yeah, man. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you so much. Number one supporter. Like, I mean, pretty much that's how I met you. You know what I mean? Just on some cool vibes. You know what I mean? Just showing love and just like copping every vinyl and just being at every show, man. It's very few far in between these days. So salute to you, my brother. Thank you for having
Yeah,
me on.
appreciate it. Thank you. Right, right. Thank you for being a friend too and an MC, bro. Sure, you're on my list, man.
Thank
All
you,
right.
man.
Thank you, Jay Ross, for this opportunity. As I'm a fan of your music, I would like to begin asking you about your background and where you're from.
And I'm from right here, 215, baby. Born and raised, lived here my whole life, pretty much. I mean, I've never really went past like the county, but pretty much always lived in Philly, man. You know, been lived all around, hung out, around north, um, and like Wilming and Frankfurt, and lived in South Philly, lived in West Philly. My brother lives in Southwest, so and I got just homies all around the city. So I'm very
Right.
much a Philly guy through and through.
Salute, salute, right? Hell yeah. I'm the same way, bro. I'm all over the place. All
But
right,
always in Philly, though. You know what I mean?
right? Yeah, you can relate to that one. I feel like Viking Hall sometimes. You dig me?
Hmm. Oh yeah.
All right, you might like this question, man. It's my first one for you. What are the first moments you fell in love with hip hop culture as a kid? What are your earliest memories of it?
Man, I pretty much grew up in a room full of vinyl. Like you walk upstairs and it was like kind of like the third floor attic. It was still a bedroom and walk up and to the left it's like just crates and crates and crates of
Mm.
vinyl. My pop full setup and everything like that. So that was, I mean, that was my first introduction really hearing music, and then I had like a cassette Walkman, and I had the radio on there. So I heard a lot of different like mixes on the radio and all that good stuff. So yeah, I would say probably like that and like maybe like some MTV, and then in the like Tony Hawk and Need for Speed video games, like really picking up on a lot of different like music in those games, because I feel like those games catered to everybody. So that's kind of like my from vinyl to tape, CD to TV to video games, and now I'm doing music. So now I'm doing hip hop. It's crazy. Full cycle. So.
Oh yeah, that's dope. That's dope, man. What motivated you and inspired you to take this rap thing seriously?
Mean, it's a multitude of different things. I mean, first thing for me, it's because I love it. If you don't love this, what's the point? I mean, because like money, it'll only take you so far. The fame will take only take you so far, and but if you don't love this, man, I mean, I don't personally, for me, I don't see a reason doing it. You know what I mean? But
Right.
um, I would say maybe an artist that inspired me. I heard "Moment of Truth" by Gangstar,
Oh
and that
shit!
was like
Damn. Salute.
probably the yeah, that was probably the realest like song I ever heard in my life. Like, cause he was like Guru was really talking about a lot in that song that I could like at a young age I kind of connect to. Um, and it just made me want to write, man, and just hearing all these dope artists that I'm just a sponge as a kid, and I'm in taking every little bit of hip hop that I can, man, like from every corner possible. And I mean, hip hop in like the late '90s, early 2000s. Like, I mean, there's just, I mean, it's incomparable. It's how maybe older people feel about the '80s, but like people
Yeah,
our age or maybe even a little bit older or younger than us, like they just, I don't know. It's like it's just something like within that era, man, that just makes it like special. It's just it's
yeah,
just something about it, like there's like this energy that is just unmatched. And now we're in this new era where it feels like a lot of nostalgia, but just that whole energy can never be recapsulated
yeah.
and redefined the way it was. It can be, but to that extent, bro, it was just so different. Like I mean, the internet killed all that shit, in my opinion. But
Yeah, no, it's fucked up, ain't it? Hate to say it.
yeah,
It's
man,
you know.
really, it really sucks. But I mean, but again, like it was my therapy. And then, like I said, Guru was a big part of that, like Gangstar, and like just a bunch of other MCs that I thought were really dope, that had substance, that really had something to say. Um, and just my overall love for the music, man. Like, I love this art. Like, it's a way for me to just be creative. Who doesn't want that? You know what I mean? So
Hell yeah, especially being original is key. You know what I mean, bro? Like
absolutely.
that's why I fuck
You know
with
what
you
I
because
mean?
you're original. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, bro. I appreciate you kindly.
Yeah, and kind of going into that question, it's like, is there anyone in particular who pushed and helped you take this career further? And did you always feel confident in your skills and abilities to be able to take your space in the hip hop? You know? Hmm.
I mean, that's a good question. I think it was people that were pushing me in a negative way. Like I wanted to get away from that shit.
Yeah,
Like I wanted to get away from the things that I was doing, and it just pushed me further into hip hop, honestly. Like, if it wasn't for me being around a bunch of no good people, and that, like, for my life was not like, they were just
yeah,
not good for me at all. Like, I think maybe I would have taken a different route in life with things, probably. Um, but man, honestly, I would say just having to unlearn from all that, and being in certain negative spaces, like, because honestly, there was certain things in life that ruined the vibe or whatever for me. But like hip hop, like, changed and saved my life, bro. Like, honestly,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
and it was something I
Yeah.
was always putting on the back burner, like, for other things, like for other people, for whatever. Like, everything else was going first. And like, when I had started writing songs, like, as a kid, when I was like 10, 11 years old, like, I really, like, honestly, like, I really, like, bro, like, that was all hip hop. You know what I mean? Like, that I was writing all hip, like, I would write out what I could of lyrics. That's how I learned to write songs. Was I
Oh
would write
shit.
out other lyrics from songs, and I would, what I'm saying, try to learn and, not steal lyrics, but
Yeah, yeah,
imitation it can be a form of flattery, if it's done right. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I was
yeah.
trying to take it with that. You know what I mean? Um, so I would say that kind of like helped push me into hip hop, and just like, wanting to get away from all the bad shit I was around. Because, like, again, like I said from the get go, I mean, it's been my therapy. You know what I'm saying? So I think getting into that, and then I mean, like, there's been people who have given me opportunities, but really, I mean, like, it's on me at the end of the day. If I'm gonna do something in hip hop, like, I'm the one that wakes up every day and says, well, okay, I'm gonna write a song, or okay, I'm gonna book a show, or I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. So if you don't have the will, you're not gonna have the way. So I gotta give it to myself, and just, as much as it can be a trying and thankless place, like, you just gotta weather the storm and get through it. Also, what was the other part of the question?
Oh,
It was
did
kind
you
of a
always feel
two-parter.
confident? Yeah, I got you. And did you always feel confident in your skills and abilities to be able to take your space in the hip hop culture? Yeah, it was like a
I think
two-part
now I'm
question.
more. Yeah, I think now I'm more confident because it takes time and patience and consistency to really like get there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think
Look,
I'd always been comfortable on the mic no matter what. Like like if I'm and I always tell people if I'm ever if I'm ever in a position like of being uncomfortable, the best place that I could do it is on the stage because
yeah.
that's how I learn. You know what I mean? Like that's like I've played shows to know people. I played shows to people that don't care about what I'm doing, and I still get up there and I do my thing, man. Like I like 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 one time, like I was playing in North Carolina. I drove 10 hours and I had a
Wow.
wireless mic and yeah, it was a long drive, bro. And I drove 10 hours to Greensboro, North Carolina, and they gave me a wireless mic, which sucked for the people that were outside smoking cigarettes and whatever, because I was outside being a menace while I'm performing, because I'm like, all right, well, you guys ain't gonna come inside, so I'm gonna go outside and rap to you since you want to be out here. I'll bring the show to you. Like I don't, I'm the extreme charismatic wise guy. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, come on, man. I ain't scared to go out in the crowd. I'm like everybody else, man. When I get off the stage, I'm another person in the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Like that. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I kind of attribute it to that. You know what I mean? Like,
Hey,
and
listen,
you
Jay.
know, I
I think I've been enough to your shows to know how you are already. You even start rapping without the mic. You'll start screaming at it. I'm like, oh
oh
shit,
man,
here goes Jay. You know?
yeah. And a funny story about how that actually happened. I want to shout out UTM Radio, Mike Hands, um,
Salute, salute.
and you know what I'm saying, Gunner G's, THE. They threw a like a boot camp click party. And this was in like August, I
Ooh.
think, or yeah, it was like August like 20 in 22.
You talking about for
And
duck down? Like duck down and shit?
yeah, it was Rock, Steel from Smith and Wesson was
Ooh.
there,
Ooh.
Starang.
Ooh.
It was like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's like it was in 22.
Yo.
But it was at Marsden House. It
You
was at
opened up?
UTM Marsden House, and I opened
Okay.
up, and
Okay.
Squabbles was there. My
Oh
man
shit.
Squabbles was
Salute.
there. Shout out to Squabbles. It was a great show. But what happened was they had this wireless mic there,
Oh
and
shit.
somebody, I think it was like standing in front of the signal, and the mic kept going in and out. And I'm like, man,
Oh,
it's not even a big room or nothing. I'm just gonna
right.
just rap to y'all right now. Like I don't, you know what I mean? I don't even need this mic. I just have a loud voice. As much as I'm like I can be a reserved, soft spoken individual sometimes. Like when I get
Right.
in that mode, that adrenaline kicks in, and it's like
Oh,
I mean the room, like you could probably fit like maybe like 35 people in there, like
okay.
comfortably. Maybe. You know what I mean? Like, but it still was like kind of packed out, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
so and then Gunner G's was like, nah, you gotta talk into the mic because we're recording the audio. And I was like, whatever. And I said, fuck the mic. Um, because I didn't need it. Because I was like, this is hip hop, I don't really like what happened when people were standing in the cipher. They didn't ask where the mic was
Right.
at, you know what I mean? So this is hip hop. We do this shit with or without a mic, man. With or without a PA system. I don't give a shit. I'll rap on a little shitty Bluetooth. Like and just rap to people. You know?
Right. People tend to forget those days, man. It's like they I don't know, bro. People be wilding, man.
Yo, for real, man. I listen, I don't give a shit. Like as long as there's a way for people to hear me and the instrumental, I'll rock. It
Yeah.
don't matter, yo. It really don't. Like, if you're interested, and invested, you know, and what I'm doing, then it's like I feel like I'm a good enough performer where like I don't need that. Like
Right.
I mean, obviously, I'm not saying I'm above it or I'm better than it. That's not really my ego talking. I'm just saying like this is hip hop for me. If I want to rap and I
Right.
want to spit bars and BJ rhymes, like that's what I'm gonna do. Like I'm not gonna let anything stand in my way about it.
Right. It's funny. You talk about that. I was just gonna ask you about this.
Mhm.
T- this is your latest project, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
How did it
My
come out
my
about
debut.
making this? Yeah, how did it come out making this? Putting that together. If you don't mind me asking,
So it came together rather sooner than actually no, it came together rather later than sooner. Like it was a very like I had already so I have my next EP that's coming out in June.
Oh
It's
shit,
called J
okay.
Michael Rhymes. Yeah, the title is just my name, J Michael Rhymes. You
Gotcha.
know, and it's like personal, much different from ECW. So I had did that, and then WrestleMania was coming up, and I'd been on some wrestling vibes, and I had really yet to kind of do a couple songs, wrestling songs
Yeah,
together, and I was like, man, let me put this ECW pack together. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Let me drop it around WrestleMania, try to get some traction, try to get some
right.
wrestling fans into it because like what's wrestling without the music though? Like that gives people it gives the
Yeah,
personality, you know.
exactly. Like
It,
like we
it,
know this
it's
that every wrestler had their theme song basically. You know that, you know what I mean?
exactly,
Every
bro. You
wrestler.
know what I
Even the
mean? And
fucking
that's
gimmicks.
that's what it yeah,
Even the gimmicks,
and
bro.
it
Like it's
goes it,
crazy.
it goes hand in hand, you know? It goes hand
Yeah.
in hand with the gimmick, you know what I mean? So it's like you look at the best times and the most the high moments in wrestling, bro, they all have great soundtracks and music. Like
Mhm.
I'm talking everybody from Big Pun to Method Man to Limp Bizkit to
Yeah.
um I mean, yo, Motorhead, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah, I
playing
know,
Triple
right?
H's theme, you know what I'm saying? Like the
Yeah. That's
POD,
crazy.
POD
Right.
played the Rey Mysterio theme, like you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like man,
Yeah, it's wild.
it's such a cool time. And again, something encapsulated in the '90s and early 2000s that you just like that you're not seeing that energy. Like we had the weekend 5 years in a row do the WrestleMania official theme song. Like
Yeah, it's
I
like what
like his
the
music,
hell?
but I mean, come on, man.
I was like, yeah, I
Like
noticed that too. I was like, yo, what's up with that shit? Why they ain't changed that shit yet? You know what I mean?
weird, bro. You know what I mean? So I did.
Yeah.
So I did this record. I did this record with the idea, and it was originally just going to be called the ECW pack. But
Oh,
I
okay.
sat there, and I'm really good with kind of like word abbreviations and stuff. Like I can
Yeah.
I can make like I used to be before I changed my shit to J Rhymes. My name was IMC because I got tired of saying I rap when I'm an
Yeah.
MC, so IMC. But then it also stood for I make classic rhymes. So IMC, I make classic rhymes. So, but I thought it
Yeah.
was too complex for people to understand, and they wouldn't really catch it right
Wasn't
away.
bad.
And I
Yeah, I
mean,
got
like
you.
I'm Jay and I rhyme, so that's what it is. Boom, Jay rhymes. But anyway,
Yeah.
but ECW, man, like I was writing it over time. Like I had stuff written over time, and I pieced it together, and it like within a very reasonably fashion. Like I don't want to say almost to the wire, but like close enough that it could have been really like down to the wire. Like man, I'm really cutting it close. Putting this project together. Um, and I just only came out with 4 songs. I was like, I feel like this is all I need. I feel like if I go more, I try to do more, and because doing more with less is what I think about it. And I wanted to encapsulate the energy of like you know putting myself in a position to give the listener my point of view of what hip hop music would sound like if I was in ECW creating it like straight from the locker room. Like that's
Right.
what I wanted to really put into the project, and I wanted to feel like, you know, it's a whole hardcore match. You know what I'm saying? Just
Yeah.
constantly going on. I wanted it to feel like it's big for 4 songs. You know what I mean? Because I only have 4 songs to really keep people
Yeah.
interested in. And again, if you do more, if you do more, then it's like, it's too much, or I didn't listen to it. And then if you do less,
Yeah.
it's now I want more. And it's like, damned if you do, damned if you don't. You know, you can't
Yeah.
win with anybody. You know, yeah, you know. So, but the way I like, honestly, I like it just all hit me. Like I like, it's kind of crazy, like how it all like hit me, just how everything came about, how everything unfolded, as far as like what we did. And like, me and my man Arkin, like we literally like we put the project together. Like I had most of the recording done, and but like putting together like the songs, the mixing, all the little everything that you hear in it to make it such a big record. We did that within 6 hours.
Oh,
So
damn.
like, yeah, so we, the first thing I did when I walked in the door is I was like, yo, the ECW. I want the ECW chant going over the beat, like with and that's what you hear. Like when for the first track, you hear "Join the Revolution,"
Yeah.
ECW over the beat, and he bro literally did it in 2 minutes, and I was already
Yeah.
I was floored, man. I was like, yo, this project is going to be
Right.
insane. So yeah, man, I'm blessed. This project has given me new life, and
Right.
I'm very grateful. So
Oh yeah, bro. It's a good one, man. I like it. So far, so
thank you,
good,
bro.
bro.
More on the way.
Right. I got a question for you. So I usually ask people
Sure.
what their top MCs are, right? But with you, since you're a wrestling fan, who's your top wrestlers? You can just give me 10. You ain't got to give me too many. Because usually I always ask me the top five, but I was like, you know what? Since you want to go wrestling, let's go wrestling. Your top 10
Well,
wrestlers.
I do want to give you my MCs too, man, because like they're a
All
very
right.
integral part of myself
All right.
too. I'll tell you what. I'll shorten it. I'll give you top 5 MCs, and I'll give you top 5 wrestlers. All right.
Hey,
We'll
that's
do that.
that's cool with me, bro.
All right. So since you asked wrestlers first, um, I will go with, really in no particular order.
Nah, you don't have to give me an order. Just that's what I usually do. Because some people be like, I was like, look, man, just your first five that you would think of. You know what I mean?
Right, right, right. Taker, Sting, Sabu, RVD, and oh man, Brian Danielson. 'Cause I think he's
Oh,
the best. I
okay.
think he's one of the best
Cool.
wrestlers
Man,
of,
that's
of
not
the
bad.
last of this generation.
Uh,
I think he could be like he could be labeled as this generation's Bret Hart, or Shawn Michaels, just because of his in ring, man. He's a
yeah, he was good
beast.
in Japan. Yo, you ever seen him wrestle in Japan? He was the shit in Japan.
I've seen quite a
Yeah.
few videos. I mean, a lot of people used to tell me I look like Daniel Bryan. So, but then when I finally got
Yo,
into him,
salute Daniel
you know what I
Bryan
mean?
and shit if you're hearing us, right? Yeah. Salute.
Yeah, and when I checked him out, I was like, man, okay, dude can wrestle. I ain't mad at it. You know what I mean? So, top five, top five MCs of all time probably be Black Thought,
Mm.
Guru of Gangstar, Method Man,
Mm.
Ice T,
Oh shit! Shout out,
and
man.
yeah,
Salute.
yeah, and I wanna go with man, it's hard to pick the last one. It's either gonna be Rakim or myself.
Oh, hey, that's cool. It's not bad. I was hoping you was gonna
Yeah.
say G Rap because you know how we are about G Rap. Who's
Listen,
the
I
one?
love G Rap. G Rap is I mean him and what was his DJ Polo or something like that.
Yeah, yeah. Cool G Rap with DJ Polo.
Um, I mean, legend. But you know what it meant? You know what it is, man. Rakim just,
I can
he's just so
go with it.
man. He's so wicked, dude. Like he's just so good. Like he changed. I feel like he changed the trajectory of hip hop as far as like cadences and flows and rhyming and he and I mean for a good most part of stuff I've heard, like he's not like, I know he can get, a little wicked with the lyrics, but I mean, bro, like I don't know if you noticed this, but like on ECW, like I really don't curse or say anything crazy. And I kind of
Yeah,
got
yeah.
that
I
from
noticed
guys
that.
like
Yeah,
Rakim,
that's cool.
and I picked that up from guys like Rakim and DOC and
Yeah,
people like that. You know what I mean? Del P is another one. Shout out to Del P.
right.
He
Shout out. Yeah,
presents
he
some
don't really
cool
curse
work.
that much.
You know, like he don't curse at all, man. And I don't like me. I don't say a lot of bad shit. I think maybe somebody could contest my lyrics and all that, but like, you know what I mean? I don't know. But definitely like, yo, Method Man is like, yo, he's like honestly like, God, he's just every verse he puts out, bro, is just like just it's fucking insane, dude. Like that guy just he never missed. I don't think he's ever missed ever. Like he's just the same thing with Black Thought, bro. Like
Yeah, that's
they're
another
just
one. He ain't
so
missing. He ain't missing a
like
beat.
lyrically, and they have like
Right?
such crazy styles, bro. Like that was like my favorite. That was my favorite video too. Like that. What was that? Sway. It was when they were on Sway. It was Black Thought and Method Man. I think.
Oh,
I want to
okay.
say.
Then I have to check that out.
I'm pretty sure. If I'm not mistaken. But
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah. So that I would say yeah. Top five. Top five, please. And of course, Sabu's in my top five wrestlers, man. It's my
Right.
guy.
I was like, you personally know him, so you're good. That's definitely a plus.
I manage him now, bro. So, I'm his manager, and I'm blessed to
Holy
be able
shit.
to have, you know, I'm blessed to have the opportunity of taking care of his legacy the best way that I know how, and get him all the
Right.
bookings in the world, and because we have fun with the fans, bro. We have a good time, man. He's like the coolest dude to interact around the fans and shit.
Right.
So, yeah.
Oh yeah. Hey, that's my last and final question, Jay. Is there anything else coming out soon?
Yeah, I got J. Michael Rhymes. I wouldn't call it my self-titled EP, but
Yeah.
it's a very, people ask, they want to know who I am, they want to know more about me personally, all that kind of stuff. And this will be the EP that people can connect with me in that way, where I'm kind of vulnerable. I'm talking about things that I've been through in life, and hopefully maybe people can find a way to resonate with it in their own way, or just appreciate you know, the grind, the work that I'm trying to put forth and and put out there to the world, and I hope people appreciate it and love it and respect it, because
Yeah.
it's definitely different than ECW. It's not as hardcore and grimy and in your face. It definitely has its moments of thought provoking lyrics and um, just really again just me opening up and being vulnerable the best way I can through my bars and I don't want to say it's more of like a mainstream record, but the beats are
Yeah.
different. Like the beats are, and they're more like chill too. Like there's a couple of tracks on there that are like really chill, like some smoking songs. You know what I'm saying? If you had a long day, you need to decompress. You need a little, you know what I'm saying? Just some positivity, just some, darkness to the light kind of, music. You know what I mean? That's what I would say. It's dark. It's darkness to get to the light. You know what I mean? That's what I would describe the record as. So that's what I got coming up, and then I'm putting my EP release show out on Saturday, June 8th at ECW. It's going down. It's gonna be dope. I'm really excited. I know your ass gonna be there.
Yeah, you
So
gotta send me the information so I can be there. Definitely.
yeah, it's at
Was it gonna be at
ECW,
Viking
bro. You
Hall?
know what I'm saying?
Was it gonna be at Viking
What's that?
Hall? It's gonna be at Viking
Yeah,
Hall
man.
or
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's going down, man. It's gonna be dope. And then, just expect more
You see what I'm
music.
rocking, right?
Yeah, man. SB Dub, man. Shout outs to Suplex, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout outs to Crate Diggers, shout outs to, just ECW
Everybody.
Arena. Just, yeah,
Everyone.
just shouts outs to everything that I love, everybody I rock with, I love and support, you know what I mean? But yeah, just expect
Man.
more music, expect more. I'm gonna try to get some more visuals, you know what I'm saying? I'm
Oh
hitting the
yeah.
road, Um, yeah, man, just constantly striving for greatness and bigger and better things,
Basically,
you know?
hell yeah. Ain't no way to better do it, bro. You know that.
Straight up, man. Know it.
All right, my man. Thank you
Yeah.
for doing this interview with me, Jay Rhymes. I appreciate you, man.
Woo! You already know, bro. Bam.
All
Love it, brother.
right,
Salute,
bro.
man.
Have a good
Peace.
one, man. Salute. Peace.